So I went to Jersey Mike's, and here's my review. I can't post it. Oh, I need to.
I'm not looking, and also I don't think it will greatly affect me, but okay, hold on. What the fuck? My order at Jersey Mike's was way less than I thought.
I forgot that I had the stream on YouTube, which Twitch automutes itself, but YouTube doesn't, so I heard myself. It's okay for me to hear myself now, but I cannot be listening to myself while I talk at the same time. Like, I will go insane.
Oh yeah, that's the same with me. I have thankfully gotten over. I'm able to like listen to myself talk now because I just have to, just through me going back to the VODs to get like clips and stuff. But like if I am like talking and I have like the VOD be going in the background, it like messes me up. It's just weird. It's like, why is there two of me? Why is there two of my voice?
I can't speak my review until Mel finishes hers, but once she finishes her review, I can explain, because I actually from this developed some strong feelings about Subway.
Hi Nova. Hi.
I know.
Yeah, we got Jamie.
Is Jamie here? Let's see.
Don't worry, Nova. Jamie's here. I think Nova is your number one fan, Jamie. I see you said hello to you, Nova. Hell yeah. You. Hi to Jamie, not to you, Punz. What the heck? What the hell? Grr.
Okay, so in the pricing, I didn't
Insert
realize.
offensive joke here.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Catherine, I'm talking to Hihi, that your sandwich was like $11 more at Jersey Mike's, so that skewed a little bit of what I was thinking the price was.
Yeah.
But a regular Jersey Mike's is like 7.5 inches, so it's not a super easy comparison to a foot long, but I feel like it's as satisfying as a foot long. But
yes, I would say that their smaller sandwich is as satisfying as a Subway footlong.
Oh yeah, definitely. Before we unmuted chat, we were talking about Subway and how it's kind of and how a lot of people don't like it too much in the U.S. and like comparing it to Jersey Mike's. I don't know.
The best New Jersey Michaels, #1.
Come on.
Now you say it like
Mike's.
that, and it makes me not want to support them.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if it's the same place where you guys live, Yuki and Yan, but on the East Coast, kind of like how we always like to eat at local pizza places, we also like to eat a lot of there's a lot of like local sub places here that make Subway sandwiches that are good, and typically you would just rather eat from those than like Subway.
So wait, a what place?
Sub
Oh yeah,
restaurants.
sub shop, like an actual sub shop.
Yeah.
You live. I mean, you're from Joyzy, so you have
Yeah.
actual sub shops, sandwich shops, and that's more of a culture of it. Where like I don't know, in the American South, it's fewer and farther between. There's like one old school style sub shop here, and it's really bad. And I worked at an old school style sub shop, so I have like a pretty good barometer for it, and it's like gross. I wouldn't go there. Kind of place. So Jersey Mike's is the closest thing to that for a like chain sandwich.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Jersey Mike's is decent. I would still definitely rather get from a local place, but Jersey Mike's has been decent. I've gotten it at the airport, and I've gotten it at on a road trip, and both times been pretty solid.
And normally I agree with Retautist about making sandwiches at home, and I do make sandwiches at home, but sometimes you want a sub shop sub.
Yeah, sometimes you just want like a giant sandwich, and you don't want to go through all the effort of getting a giant piece of bread just for that one sandwich and getting all the ingredients for it and stuff. I like to get a larger sandwich and then just eat it for 2 meals, because like they'll just cut it in half for you. They usually comes cut in half, so like I'm just like, okay, well this is my lunch, and the other half is my dinner, you know.
Well, also for me, much to Mel's dismay, I tend to like Philly cheesesteaks instead of like just cold cut ham sandwiches or like, you know, stuff like that. I like actual Philly cheesesteaks and stuff, and that is a pain to make at home.
Oh yeah. You need a specific cut of the beef, I think, for Philly cheesesteaks, right? So like you have to like prep it properly. You have to like cook it properly.
You have to cook and prep the beef, and then you have to like mix spices and stuff. And it's like, okay, so I'm actually properly doing the act of cooking. Why am I making a sandwich then? Why don't I make something else?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've made Philly cheesesteaks at home and been pretty happy. I also just in my brain don't go to a sub shop chain for a Philly cheesesteak because that seems like heresy. But
I know you think that's heresy.
We're not from Philly, so
that's why I said much to your dismay.
Fair.
Yeah, but yeah, I was also my parents would make Philly cheesesteaks at home a bunch. So like when I think of it as more of something I get from like as like more of a home cooked meal than something I'd get out at a restaurant. I guess because of that. So I haven't actually had it at like any of the major sandwich chains. So
yeah, I guess it's just my perspective of like, you know, if I'm making a sandwich, I don't want to be actually properly cooking. So it's not something I'd ever actually cook for myself.
Okay, yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, looking at the normal Subway pricing, yeah, it's not. To get the same thing as the regular Jersey Mike's, it would be. Okay, so we'll do 6-inch for comparison's sake.
She's locked in.
Locked into sandwiches. Also, you're a little bit quiet. Yeah. Although I do have your volume down 80%. Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah, that's better. There you go.
Yeah, I'm just marginally closer to the mic.
As someone who puts soup can in the microwave, even I can cook a sandwich. Well, it's not about like cooking the sandwich. It's more of like definitely like a convenience
not being
thing.
Able to, or it's not about not being able to. It's rather.
It's not about the ability. Is it worth the effort to do so?
Like I got shrimps and broccoli from the local Chinese place for dinner. I could do that fairly easily. Just get a bag of frozen broccoli, throw that in the microwave, and then, you know, saute some shrimp, and then I don't know, whatever this brown sauce is, make that, which is probably just soy sauce and some other stuff, like MSG or whatever. That's not hard to make, but like
it's sauce and MSG, that would be way too salty.
Oh yeah, actually, you're right. That would be way too salty. I don't know. What sauce do they use for those veggies at Chinese places?
For veggies? Depends on what you're eating. What do you mean? You mean like in the
whatever the little brown sauce is in the and like my broccoli and shrimp.
Broccoli.
Probably teriyaki?
Maybe?
No?
Not a Chinese food restaurant.
A ginger sauce then?
It genuinely might just be a brown sauce, but it's not really a sauce. It's just the whatever was cooked in. I mean, actually, an old school like Chinese is it's a curry sauce, a Chinese curry sauce. But I don't know if that's, you generally know if you're getting Chinese curry sauces.
Mm-hmm.
It would be hard to say. I'd take a picture next time. If it's just like an entree with a protein and a thing, it's probably not an explicit sauce. It's like whatever they cooked it in.
Also, sure thing, Nova here. I'll just increase Jamie's size for you, so that way he's taking up more of the screen for you.
I'm still thinking about the sub battle. My brain is there.
Sub battle?
The sub
battle?
battle.
Yeah, the battle of the subs.
Subway versus Jersey Mike's.
Oh, sorry, I went somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Final form. Power level over 9,000. This is the final form of Jammy from Stellaris after he consumed the galaxy. It's just one big Jammy at the center of the galaxy. Yep.
Can't see. Hang on, give me a second. Ugh, opened. Oh shit, Jammy's huge.
Yeah.
It's actually over 1 billion.
Billion. Do they? I don't think they even keep track of power levels anymore in modern Dragon Ball, right?
No, they stopped doing that like after the first arc in Z. Or I guess the second arc. Because they did like the Saiyan arc, right?
Yeah.
And the Saiyans all like say that shit. Then they go to like the Frieza, the Namek arc. And they still talk about it a little bit. But then when they get to Cell, there is no mention of power levels. And then fucking they go to like they go to what do you call it? They go to Boo and there's no mention. And that's like it for Z. And then like I think they mention it like once or twice in Super as like a joke. Like a little gag bit to just like call back to it, you know, rather than like in any meaningful way.
Yeah, I think it never really made a whole lot of sense to like have that in the first place. I think because it's like
it was just to show. The whole point of it was just really to show how they compare to like a normal person. Because, like, when they land on Earth, they're, like, looking at the people and they're like, these people are only power level 1 or 2.
I need to be
some
bigger.
shit like that. And then when they get, like, later on, you see, like, people with power level, like, 9,000 and shit. And you're like, whoa! So you've realized at that point that they're unbelievably strong compared to, like, real people, you know? So after that point, there's no real need to like keep mentioning it because it's like, okay, you get the point. Like, they're
it just served to hype
Even
them
bigger.
up.
Yeah. It was literally just to like be like, wow, these characters are fucking nuts.
All right, even bigger, Jammy. There you go. You're even bigger. Hi, 21 Gun. Hi.
Time for Jamie to get even bigger.
Time
The
to go
biggest.
even further beyond. There you go. Okay, here you go.
Exactly.
Here you go, Nova.
Much bigger.
I think this is as big as he can get. He's not the whole screen. He's literally, it's literally just what you wanted. It's just Jammy. Also, hi, Stephanie. Hi.
Jammy is all.
MCI's my soul. QV, you are a strawberry and you're about to be fed to Jammy as part of a TTS redeem. Nom. Oh, I love how detailed Katsu made Jammy. The fact that we can zoom in this much and there's still like, you see the little individual strokes. Unlike Jammy and stuff. He did such a good job with Jammy. I want to be Jammy food? You want to become a strawberry stuffies? Are you... You just want to be eaten by Jammy and then become slime?
Become as gods.
Stuffy berry.
As gods. As gods.
It's solo leveling the anime after episode 6. Those ranks don't mean ish. I've heard a bit about solo leveling. Is anyone else watch it? Because I saw a video essay about it.
I've watched all of the anime so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's slop, but it's good. But it's like good slop.
That's what I heard. I saw a video essay about it before the anime came out, saying that it's slop, but like I've seen a few people mention it, so I don't want to be
so I
like
can more.
what the, you're already so big, Jamie, you're so big.
Well, so you can do one more?
Yes,
Jammy inflation.
I mean,
Jamflation?
What the?
are you into inflation, Jammy? Is that what you're trying to say here?
Jammy.
Hi, Mouse.
Hi, Mouse. Hi.
Wow.
But yeah, power levels always seem a little silly, cause like it seems silly to like quantify like your ability to fight someone when like there's so many.
Well, you see, it's the midichlorians.
Okay, I see.
No.
Oh,
I can't believe they mentioned that once in fucking Star Wars and then never again. That's so fucking stupid.
my
The
God.
midichlorians in his blood, there's so much. More than I've ever seen.
I don't know why. Wait, so when did they mention that in the movies?
When they meet Anakin for the first time, I think it was something. There's some point in that where they're like analyzing him for Jedi, like perspective, being a Jedi or something like that. I forget,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like in the prequels.
Yeah, it was when they like get to the planet, they see how like they see that he has like force, he's got potential, and then they're like saying they're trying to explain to him as a kid how the force works, and they're saying that there's midichlorians everywhere and they are the force and some shit like that. And I was like, what?
That's dumb. Why can't it just be space magic?
It is just space
It
magic.
is.
Yeah.
It is just space magic, but like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's oh yeah, did you guys see on Twitter people were making a big deal about what's the newest Star Wars show? Not Andor. The one where there's the Jedi's lightsaber turning red in the middle of a fight.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I did talk about that.
Isn't that
in
the
VC
Acolyte?
the other day. Yeah,
The Acolyte.
Yeah,
that was
Acolyte,
really
Acolyte.
silly.
That was very, very, very silly. Because
I mean, I don't care at all about Star Wars stuff, but
don't
like, but I know enough to know that's not how it's supposed to work. So it's like,
no,
it's like, huh?
Like it's like you basically have to like take a normal crystal and like you have to like bleed into it to like turn it into a red one. It's like a whole big thing that like Sith undertake to like make a proper red lightsaber, and that's also why Luke's wasn't in the end of episode 3. I mean, Anakin. Not Luke.
You would think Anakin would do that though, like had he realize he's become a Sith, and he's made that like conscious decision that I'm actually the Sith. I'm actually now freaking Emperor Palpatine's thing, so that makes me a Sith.
Yeah.
And,
Does Anakin have he does have a red lightsaber at the very end of that, doesn't he?
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
His stays blue until all the way through.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And at the time that he's Darth Vader in the end, I don't think you see him ignite the lightsaber at all. So it's like you don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People use Twitter. Yeah, sadly.
Sadly, as a VTuber, I do unfortunately have to use Twitter to some degree. Much to the dismay of my mental health.
Yeah.
At least make Jammy big enough to cover you, Punz. What the? Is this what you want, Nova?
Your audience fucking loves you.
I don't know. Something about the Stellaris streams made Nova really like Jammy. Nova wasn't originally like this, but I guess just the idea of Jammy being a hive
What
mind
the?
made made Nova be like, nah, Jammy should be the star of the show. Jammy should be the streamer. That hates her at the moment. What's the best Star Wars material you've seen in your opinion?
The Clone Wars.
Clone Wars was pretty good. I never fully watched the entire thing, but I remember loving it as a kid. So I can't give like a full series opinion.
Realistically, it was Bad Batch for me at least, but I haven't finished it.
I heard Bad Batch was good.
But what I had seen is really good. The first few episodes were rough for me though, because I was like, this is kind of cringe. But it grew on me.
Ah!
Wow, an instant big one. Womp.
Womp. That's one mouse. Alright, get out of here, Jamie. Get out of here. There you go. The comics. I bet I was reading word speak be Jesus. I was meaning to read some of the extended universe stuff a while ago, but they apparently removed a lot of that from canon, and then I lost a desire to read it. Like way back when Disney got Star Wars, and it was just like, yeah, all this extended universe stuff is just not canon.
Yeah, because they wanted to write their own like stuff that would like, you know, that they could release and make money off of it, you know. But it's kind of restrictive when there's so much extended universe stuff. So they're just like, fuck it.
Yeah, new sub. Was that you, 21 Gun? Well, thank you. Thank you for subbing. So like, okay, so this is a YouTube specific thing, but like some people don't have their subscriptions. Apparently on YouTube you can make your who you're subscribed to private or not, and depending on what setting you have, if you have it on private, I don't get a sub. I don't get like an alert on stream when people sub to me, so it just doesn't get an alert. But sometimes it does. But a lot of times people actually have that on private for some reason.
Maybe it's auto on private.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, if that's ever why that's why whenever people sub on YouTube and doesn't pop up, that's why. Probably one of your settings, but I appreciate it. Gun. Thank you.
Brenya.
Brenya. Chammy's power, Chammy's god. Nova, would you be one of would you be assimilated into the Jammy hive mind? Would you assimilate?
One of
assimilate?
Jammy's acolytes.
Yes, Nova. If there's a Jammy church, Nova would definitely join. So hi Curly, hi. Hope you're doing good. Hope everything's going okay with you.
Like my my two big toes are like fucked up because I had to have them like removed at some point, so I am never like showing them. I had ingrown toenails, so they had to like remove the toenail for like one of the things. They didn't burn the.
You made it sound
so
like your big toes were removed, like the
my big
whole
toenails. No, the toenails. And then they have to remove half of it on the other side because it was also ingrown. So now they kind of look weird. They're not like ingrown anymore, but they still look weird. And I'm really like self-conscious about it, so I will never show my toes like properly. The toe jam's the best you'll get in terms of images of my toes.
Toe jam.
Ew.
Toe jam is the emote, not like actual toe jam.
Like Jimmy is God. I don't know. I don't know, Nova. I'm more like. I mean, I guess if you saw a giant the giant creature that Jammy was at the end of Stellaris, you'd probably think that was a god. I don't know if any of you guys saw the Stellaris stream, but Jammy became a giant space creature and it was just literally swallowing plants whole and you know destroying the whole galaxy. I mean, he was swallowing the holes as well as the planet. The holes in the planet and the planet. I put it on private because I didn't want people to know the episode of Ben Shapiro. Joke shit. I guess I would also find it a little weird to see people like nitpicking all my subs and the people I'm subscribed to. I guess I get that. What's yours?
So what?
What?
I'm actually just like factually incorrect.
Is that how you do his impression? I don't know. I don't actually watch Ben Shapiro.
I have no clue.
Job Corps got fucked today? I can't tell if that means Job Corps got fucked today. Do you mean you were trying to get a job and it didn't turn out the way you hoped, or are you saying Job Corps is awesome? I'm job pilled. I'm Job Corps maxing.
Wage pilled.
The program that helps people get jobs in the government shut down. Oh no. Oh, that's awful, Curly.
Oh yeah, I've been to the Job Corps before when I was a teen. Or the employment agency, that's I think what they called it here.
Oh, okay. It's like an employment agency because that's what I know it as.
Yeah, the like closest non-government entity would be a temp agency, which is honestly not a bad alternative. I know lots of people who did temp agency work as a way to get their foot in the door.
Interesting.
I don't know. I guess they still exist.
That happened in one of Jam's biggest problems is that true. We basically almost lost in Stellaris because while Jammy was a giant space creature, it turns out giant space creatures require a lot of food and energy upkeep to maintain.
Really? You don't say.
And we kind of ran into debt. Ran into massive debt trying to maintain this giant creature that was larger than planets. While the galaxy was at war with us for creating a giant creature who's devouring planets. So it was a little rough. I have to ask this. I'm Shy Man. What's up, 21 Gun? People want to hear about our Lord and Savior Jammy. Everything is Jammy, and Jammy is everything. Everything is strawberry. And everything is jam. Strawberry is the body and jam is the blood? I don't know. It's good, Jam is God. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh, I'm glad you guys like Jammy. Are you wearing thigh highs, mate? Not at the moment, but I do wear thigh highs sometimes. That's just Lars was like in his Waffle House with all the infighting. True. We were basically just cutting our way through the galaxy, just like destroying random empires as I tried to just eat people. and everyone else was also trying to attack us and also doing their own wars in the process. So it was basically just everyone fighting each other and just absolute chaos. A bit safer than Waffle House. I mean, true. Just avoid the giant behemoth. You know, giant space creature. Easy. Missiles everything in the universe. Ooh, true. I'm pretty sure the behemoth is like the strongest solo unit in Stellaris right now, since it. I don't think there's anything else stronger than it. Instead of like modded content and stuff, of course. I wonder if the dragon can fight like attack moons and stuff. Because like one of the more popular mods for Stellaris is called Gigastructural Engineering, and lets you build like spacecraft and attack moons and even system craft ships, where you take all of the planets in the system and combine them together into one giant spacecraft that covers most of the system. How we can follow an empire? Probably stronger than that. The dragon could maybe take him? Damage with anti-spiral? Mm-hmm. All 5? Maybe not all 5 of them at once. Do Femboys exist outside the internet? Do they exist in Birmingham, England? I honestly believe they are a myth.
Birmingham, England?
They definitely do gun. They just usually don't aren't wearing Femboy clothes outside all the time. But like, I mean, if you meet like a nice twink, you could probably just convince them to wear a Femboy outfit for you if you really want. I think that might be the best route. If you just want a cute guy wearing Femboy clothes. I'm sure they got gay bars in Birmingham, right? Birmingham's like an actual city, and not just like in the middle of nowhere, I think. Yeah, no, I'm close. Yeah, like because like it's a pain in the butt to wear that every single day when I
Hello,
work
I am
remote.
calling about your car's extended warranty.
No, Jerry, you can't result to freaking car warranty scamming just because the Empire's in debt. You can't be doing that. No.
Spaceship warranty scamming.
You can't be doing that, Jamie. No, that's bad. What's heroes?
The spaceship warranty scamming.
True, spaceship warranty scamming. Extend your car's expand your spaceship's warranty now. Buy from the Jammy Hive Mind. We offer a lifetime guarantee on select vehicles.
I will eat all 4 of you or give me your money. I need
As
to get
far
out
as
of debt.
Femboys going out, like wearing Femboy clothes, it's like me going out wearing trans clothes. If I didn't have Mel constantly behind me, pushing me to dress the way that actually makes me happy, I probably would get too shy and wouldn't do it. And I imagine it's probably not identical, but it's probably similar with Femboys, where it's like, do I really want to get stared at today? Do I want to get those looks, or would I rather just wear what they're comfortable with seeing and go about my day?
Yeah, exactly. That's the same thing for a lot of Femboys, because it's the same thing. Although it's not much of a being a Femboy is not like a dysphoria thing. It's a usually, but yeah, like you can't really like find a Femboy if you're like looking around outside, being like, I want to see if there's any femboys around, right? You gotta just like, I don't know.
You gotta feel it out.
Gotta feel it out. Speaking of feeling it out, last time on Fatal 12,
yeah, beautiful segue, wonderful.
Odette had a nice heart-to-heart talk with Miharu and basically gave Miharu all of her cards, so she is probably on the chopping block for the next elimination in Fatal 12. Also, Naomi was brought back to life because Yu was eliminated, so she is back and alive once again, thankfully. And Rika and Miharu are locked in. They're locked in. They're gonna win this thing
Together somehow, because it's Yuri, right? It's not just tragic Yuri. Surely it's not just tragic Yuri.
Surely. I believe in the non-tragic Yuri. Maybe so everyone's money. Oh, so this is some death game plot?
This is a death game plot, yeah.
This is a death game plot. Fatal 12 is a visual novel where 12 people who have died recently are given a second chance at life, and they have to win a battle royale with against the other 12 participants. And to do that, they eliminate the other participants in the game, and they do this by finding 3 cards of information pertaining to that person: their name, their cause of death, and their regret. And when you find all pieces of information about a person, you can, once a week in the Court of Fate, you can eliminate them. And we are, I believe it's down to 6 or 7 people now. We're quite a ways into the story.
I thought it was 5.
Yeah, I think it might even be 5. Let's see, it's Miharu and Rinka, of course. Italian's still alive. Soldier Boy is still alive.
Scale.
Odette still alive.
No, Odette just died.
Oh, well, no, she's going to die. Probably.
Oh, she's going to die? Did she not die yet? Okay.
No, she did not die yet.
I just remember that she was so thoroughly dead that
she
she's
gave
dead
all
in
the
my
cards, so
mind.
she might.
Yeah. She just gave Miharu. She gave Miharu her regret and basically said, "Yeah, just kill me off, because I'm gonna die either way." And then Alan Scorpion, so that's 7, right?
Okay, it is 7. Jeez. It's just, I guess, just a lot of them are lined up to die immediately.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because like 2 of the characters just died pretty much immediately at the start of the visual novel. When like, I don't think we got the name of like the first one, did we?
No, we never even got her name. She just died.
Yeah. Just died. Punz, what's your favorite color? I like purple. Purple's my favorite color.
Your favorite? I thought your favorite would be pink.
Nah, purple's my favorite color.
Interesting.
But too much of one thing can be can make it lose its luster, in my opinion. So I only got a little bit of purple on me.
You got purple? Wait, where? Is it on the shirt?
Yeah, on the shirt, on the strawberry. And the little triangles on the shirt as well. And the thigh highs and the arm warmers.
I just didn't notice
it. Are you seeing my PNG tuber and did you just forget about all those? Just because I'm a cat at the moment?
I'm not watching the stream, but I did kind of just forget that there was that much purple. I thought it was only on the shirt, to be honest.
I mean, to be fair, the arms usually are fairly hidden, and then I rarely ever show my legs except to show chat the thigh
I
squish.
see you
once
in
a blue
VR
moon.
chat in like months.
No, I was in there for a bit for Kyrie's birthday.
I mean,
That was a month
how long
ago,
ago was that now?
right?
That was in April.
I mean, okay.
Was it?
Was it actually?
That was like mid-April. Yeah, it was like April 18th or something.
Yeah, you're probably right. Now that I think
Yeah.
about it.
I still need Jamie to be bigger.
My favorite color is red, it's my lucky color, and of course it's the one I always gamble my life savings on.
You gamble your life savings on red. Is that why our galactic empire's in debt? Because you were off gambling all of your money? What the?
Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling. Brah. Oh, dang it. Brah. Oh, dang it. Brah. Oh, dang it. Was that you, Jamie? A question: do femboys date each other? Yeah. Femboys like to date other femboys. They also like to date, I guess, trans women as well, since they both like to be more feminine. A lot of them are just very, very gay, so like they'll date any kind of guy. The femboys with like bears and all kind of
Bears?
body
Yeah.
sizes.
Bears?
I
Bears.
mentioned bears around Mel.
And eventually give him a break. Yeah, I haven't
I
dated another
mean,
femboy.
truly, it's a spectrum.
Yeah, it's a spectrum. Like not all femboys fall into the same archetype. There are they follow it's a spectrum, kind of like with anyone else, you know.
I don't know. My experience is way more with twinks in general, not specifically femboys, because that's a more newer internet phenomena than it is a purely IRL gay community phenomena. But
Yeah, because like if you went to like a big city like New York City or something and tried to find like a local femboy community of like IRL femboys, I figure it would be kind of hard as opposed to just
Magic
a normal.
the Gathering. You just have to wait. to
No,
see
I thought you go to like a shooting range.
Ooh.
You gotta go to the fucking action. I'm not gonna say that.
Go to your local nationalist.
Well, something about femboys being racist, you know, that kind of thing.
What the?
It is not an absolute thing, but there is a weird correlation.
There is a weird number of femboys on like Twitter and stuff that post and like femboy racism memes that exist. Although the majority of the femboys I've met personally, both in VR chat and just like on the internet, and like people I've made actual friends with, are not racist.
VTubers.
VTubers.
I've had actually
No,
a lot of
uh,
experience. I've had a few experiences with femboys just being straight up racist on
Really?
VR chat. Yeah. I remember one time I was just chilling at a party and some like femboy comes up with their like friend or whatever, their other like femboy friend, and then they say like something. I think they somehow got on the topic of time, and then I said where I live, and then they were like, "Oh, with that time zone, are you a?" And they said the slur for like Asian people. I was like,
Good God.
Oh, okay. Okay, Jesus.
And then I think they got kicked from the homies party after that.
Which is very, very fair. I don't know. I don't know why that's crazy. That's crazy. That's such a weird way to talk to someone you've never met before. Like, I
Yeah,
don't-
that's crazy to just go up to somebody and ask them that.
like, yeah. I mean, there are a bunch of femboys in VR chat. 21 gun. If that is also a route, I guess. If you just want to.
Yeah, you can go the VR chat route.
Takes a little investment, but
Yeah.
Just a quick $1,000 headset and
full body tracking and a PC that's good enough to run VR at a decent frame rate.
Well, it's not actually like a real. It's just a like. I don't know if it's actually purely a meme, but it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad of that now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Good to hear, Nova. Nova Femboys. Like we said, like it's only been like a handful of times, but most of the Femboys I've met have been super duper chill. All the ones I've met in VR chat have been nice. All the ones I met in Discord have been nice. Like all the Femboy streamers I've interacted with have always been nice to me. So like yeah. So you can't limit the other contestants yourself. You have to collect a bunch of cards. Yeah, no. Yeah. The contestants are in fact immune to being killed because they are dead but not dead. They are allowed to interact with the world like they normally would, but they are not. The only way they are allowed to die is by eliminating them via learning all those 3 pieces of information. Otherwise, if they in fact, there was a situation where one of them used a bomb to blow up another person, and they were holding the bomb, they activate, and they were like basically unscathed. So like they literally just cannot die outside of the elimination via the battle royale.
It's like more than a week too.
So it is 12 weeks. Basic, you can just for like 12 weeks you can do whatever without the risk of dying. Though. You can still be hurt though. You can still get your ass beaten. Like if one of the characters was stabbed by a knife in the gut and they had a full wound and everything, and they were like basically knocked out for taken out of commission for like a couple weeks. So like you can still get hurt, you can still get your ass beat, but like you will not die from stuff. Oh crap, we've been yapping for like almost an hour, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I barely even contributed.
What?
Where?
I was actually trying not to like talk majority of the time because I didn't want to keep going longer, but you know.
Okay, right.
Yeah, we were talking about sub sandwiches, not burgers. That would have really activated.
Yeah, true.
Ooh.
Well, I was just like,
what they call a sub sandwich in Australia?
What?
What they call a sub sandwich in Australia? You got like a fun.
It's the sandwich.
It's called a hot. Okay, okay. It can't just be a sandwich. What is a foot long sub roll hoagie roll sandwich called? Is it a sub? A hoagie? A grinder?
It's just a sub.
Okay, a sub. Sub's acceptable.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The reason why we were grilling Rose is because there's the big discussion we have every now and again. In Australia, they call like chicken sandwiches chicken burgers instead of just chicken sandwiches.
Oh, they're a fucking burger.
Their logic is at least consistent.
Yeah,
that's my takeaway.
Is consistent, but like it still feels weird to call them that. Because like when I think of a chicken sandwich, I think of like
it's
I
not
go
what
to,
we
like,
call here in America, and as everyone knows, we're the center of the universe. So obviously,
Yep.
Oh, of course, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, chicken sandwich would just be like a normal fucking sandwich bread
with sliced
fucking
turkey.
With like
sliced
chicken on it.
Chicken deli meat.
Doesn't matter what chicken, it would be just chicken. Like if it's got chicken on it, it's a chicken sandwich. If you want to specify what chicken,
just
you
not
can
burger
roast
buns.
Chicken sandwich. Yeah, like if it's just definitely not burger buns.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what happened last on Fatal 12?
Did we not just talk about that?
We did, but that was like 20 minutes ago, I think. I think I've had the game up for like 20
fucking
minutes.
Christ.
So basically,
Going off the rails.
going off the rails on this crazy train.
Jesus. Ozzy Osbourne?
Is that the person who did Crazy Train?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You ever tried Vegemite? It's disgusting.
Do you
thing
like, does anyone like Ozzy Osbourne's version of Imagine?
I have not heard it, and I don't want to hear it. Maybe I'll
It's
listen to
not
it
actually Imagine, it's just a song that's very similar to Imagine. I just think of it as like a fucking imitation of that song. What's the song called?
Was it made in the last 20 years?
Oh, I have no clue. I don't know if it came out in my lifetime or like before that, but I know I've heard it. I don't fucking know. How am I supposed to know? It came out before I like ever went looking for anything from Ozzy Osbourne. Though I don't know.
But yeah, so like what happened last time in Fatal 12 was basically Odette and Miharu talked for a bit. Odette gave Miharu her regret, so she's pretty much gonna get eliminated at the next Court of Fate. Naomi was revived because Yu was eliminated, and when you are eliminated in the game, all the actions you take are reverted that were done during the game. So Naomi is back, Naomi's the character in the pink hair there in like the corner. And I think Rinka and Miharu talked a bit about locking in and making sure they're the last two to survive to the end, I think that's
Lock in.
I think that's a pretty good summary. And let's load. Emergency Waffle House Index? Emergency Waffle House Index?
Yes, it's a concept that you can like gauge the actual scale of an emergency anywhere in the American South by telling if the Waffle House is open or closed. It's like if a hurricane hits and after the hurricane the Waffle Houses are closed, that's how you know it was a serious storm. If the Waffle Houses are open, then it can't be too bad.
Yeah. So do Waffle Houses close during snowstorms? Because I heard in the South, whenever it snows there, which to be fair, it's pretty rare, everything like closes down. Or are they resilient through the snowstorm? No, we were so close to stream being 1 hour early. Yeah.
It could be any emergency. Like
Okay.
it almost always a weather phenomena, but I do say that I love Waffle House, but I don't go there that often.
I have never been to a Waffle House before.
Well, yeah, there's not. I mean, are there Waffle Houses in New Jersey?
There are a few.
You don't
but
live.
It's not.
You don't
very...
live. That's not where you live currently. I'm not doxing you, but
Yeah. No, you're not. You're good. They do exist on the East Coast, but they're not like everywhere. They're not like McDonald's where like you can't go.
In the Pentagon?
I think I saw like a map earlier today on like Reddit or something that's like no counties where McDonald's aren't in, and it's like pretty much every county in like New York, New Jersey, like all the northeastern states was like green, and the only places that were like red were like there were no McDonald's were like in like the Midwest and stuff like that. Something crazy like that. Really? I think there are Waffle Houses in New Jersey now, but
Not many according to this map, I guess, but there's some.
Here, I'll show you chat the image Nyan just sent me. Waffle House locations by state. I love how it's just, you can see where it originated from and just slowly spread across. It's like slowly spreading across the United States.
The Waffle House contagion slowly spreading and breaching containment.
Yeah, mostly an American South thing. We'll go there. We'll go there someday. I haven't taken Catherine there since she was here.
Yeah, I've never been to a Waffle House ever.
I was gonna say taking you there, like they don't have them in Texas.
Oh god, I went there so much. We whenever I had the job that broke me, we used to 3 or 4 times after shift, because we were working the morning shift and nothing else was open. The couple times we went to IHOP, and then a few times we went to Waffle House altogether and just had breakfast before going home.
Yeah, I would always go with my punk friends to Waffle House after their shows at 2 a.m.
I would sometimes go with my Smash Bros friends after we would join them for Melee for a little bit during school, and we'd go to IHOP afterwards, because the tournaments would go till 2 a.m. or whatever, and we would eat IHOP there. IHOP because like you said, Yuki, it's one of the only restaurants open at that time. Why am I hearing the Discord DM sound? Is that coming up?
You getting bleed through? I mean, here I can.
Why is streamer mode on? That streamer mode should be on. What the heck, Discord? Discord usually just automatically oh, you have OBS open? Time to activate streamer mode.
Did it come through there?
Yeah. I think it did. Streamer mode. How do I activate streamer mode? Streamer mode. Here is the thing that tells me I turned on streamer mode. Oh, streamer mode. There we go.
Streamer mode. How many times do you reckon could say streamer mode?
Streamer mode, streamer mode, streamer mode, streamer mode. Do it, Rose.
What? No, I'm saying how many times do you reckon you could say it? Not me. I don't want to say it.
You don't want to say streamer mode?
No.
No. Streamer mode, streamer mode, streamer mode, streamer mode, streamer mode, streamer mode, streamer mode. Okay, no, just it's gone. How many times was that? 8, you reckon?
Lost its luster.
Okay, but let's actually get to the visual novel now. We've been yapping for too long.
Oh, what? An hour and a half in? We're gonna start the thing now? Oh my god! No way!
No.
What? I think we should just go for another hour and a half. Let's make it a podcast instead. Why not have 2 podcasts?
Oh, you brought me back on the podcast.
Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to tell you all. We actually moved the podcast to Saturday this week. I forgot to mention.
Yeah, and replaced all the replaced half the people with different people.
Just replace that.
I mean, same kind of general vibe, but
Yeah.
None of the really premium segues. Get those good transitions in here.
I had a pretty good one earlier. We need to hear you yapping is more fun than a novel. Oh, I'm glad you like that. You like us yapping HD. But then we have been having a lot of fun with this visual novel so far. We've been enjoying it a bunch.
It is pretty good.
And we hope you guys are able to enjoy it as well. I know it's a bit hard, especially for some of you newer folk, to pick up on this, because we've been playing it for so long, at least 4 months now.
I remember, didn't you do a metric of it has a playtime of 20 hours, so it'll take us but I think actually 20 weeks to play.
I think I was talking about
Wow.
Danganronpa with that. I said Danganronpa is like 20
yeah, 'cause
hours.
Danganronpa
long.
was
Danganronpa's only 20
insane.
hours? Huh.
Yep, 20 hours.
And another person and somebody else would have to pilot it for you, which if you did really want to do that, I'd do that. But
I would do it. I did buy all the Danganronpa games to.
oh, true,
And
you own them, so
ostensibly
yeah,
was
it'd be
going to
better.
play them so Sioko watch you play them, but
We do need to actually sit down at some point and decide what visual novel we're gonna play next. I get, to be fair, because I haven't looked ahead, but this is starting to feel a bit more conclusive. Like Rika's been like, okay, I'm ready to lock in, no more holding back, and Odette's gonna die soon, so probably soon.
we better be in Act 3.
But yeah, chat. So like, basically, I have a metric for knowing how long a visual novel is gonna take on stream. It takes us 3 to 4 hours to get through 1 hour of gameplay of a visual novel, with us talking and yapping and including breaks and, you know.
That's entirely short, but you know.
Oh, Rose.
I think so. I think so.
Rose.
No,
We are-
no.
Because people
This
read
is-
so much faster than you even orate to begin with.
Rose, you don't understand. You know, okay, so you know how Heart of the Woods took what was it, 7 parts? Heart of the Woods is a 9-hour game, and we had those 2 streams where we went on an extra 3 hours. If we had done a normal 3 to 4 hour stream, we would have perfectly met the
Oh my god,
metric.
you did
for
have some
episodes to hour.
you did have some super long Heart of the Woods streams.
Yeah. I don't know how we went on for that long, but it was fun. But yeah, because of that, we did those 2 super long streams. We like bursted through the VN, and it took 2 less episodes than I expected it to. And also, our playtime for Fable 12 is at 35 hours, so you know it's within the range. This is our 12th episode, and we're at 35 hours. So. I go, Jamie. Back there. Bye, Jamie. Bye, Nova. I know you didn't say bye to me, but I'm gonna say bye anyway. Grr. Can't focus on shit to see in my life. Do you think I can understand this? I understand. I also have ADHD brain. But having me read it helps me focus on this, on a bit. Word me speak Jesus. It helps me focus a bit more. Me having to read it out loud. But yeah. All right, ads are over. Let us actually start the visual novel.
One step further.
What'd you say, Yuki?
We can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it? Ah. Classic me. Classic forgetting to share the visual novel in Discord, so that way my friends can read the lines. I think I even did that at one point where I was like, Rose, why aren't you reading your lines? And she's like,
Yeah.
you're not sharing
What
it.
line?
What lines?
I mean, I used to remind you to fucking start it all the time, but you have gotten a little better.
Yeah, I've gotten better at it. I even like before stream booted up the game early and made sure that the game capture audio source and video source was set, and then forgot to share it
Whoa,
to you
you
guys.
did the bare minimum as a streamer? Wow.
I know.
So proud of you,
I
Punz.
I took an entire 30 seconds to prep for stream. I even changed like the title and everything beforehand and set the category. I know. I put so much effort into these streams. I know. I'm
Oh,
sure
chat?
you can tell, chat. Okay. But actually, I spent the rest of yesterday reading through what I grabbed from the library after closing up shop for the day. Okay, I think Rinka was researching like Roman gods or something. This time around, we focused on material with information about old book designs, but nothing of note stood out. There wasn't anything too reminiscent of the designs in our card books. I'm just getting started, though. Never expected to find something right off the bat. With that in mind, I head over to the bathroom to wash my face. Gail finally rounds us up 2 days after Odette came by to chat. Mihara's with us too, but she's as cold as ever.
That's the gist of it. This should do well to back up our thoughts regarding Odette's regret.
Gail closes his explanation with a heavy tone. He told us about Odette's past. Born on a family farm, her mother passed away not too long after her birth. No one knows for sure whether or not the despair of losing his wife drove her father insane. Regardless, it's the fact that Odette suffered abuse by his hand. The abuse she received not long after hitting puberty resulted in a particularly drastic consequence. Her body became unable to sustain a child. That reality must have crushed Odette. I think that's what we were theorizing, that like she was unable to have a child.
Yeah.
Last time.
I mean, it straight up said that, but you know.
Oh, did it?
I think it did say, but like we were theorizing if that was the regret or not.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, young Odette.
Yeah, she doesn't look crazy muscly in this. What the hell? That looks weird.
It is weird seeing her without muscles. It looks very pretty. Very pretty art. We only know the reason is learning that is to limit her in court. Exactly. She left her father at the brink of death through the use of the tools on their farm before moving abroad. She made it a point to live via port in order to ease her memories of farm life. There, she met a man in charge of a shipping company, which led to her spending most of her days at sea. The man took quite an interest in her, similar to how she considered him akin to a parent. Her hearty personality and knack for the job quickly led to her being regarded as a fine member of his crew. None on the ship were aware that Odette's recklessness was spurred on by a lack of attachment to her own life, though. Odette's regret only grew as she aged, so she made an effort to work hard and enjoy the present as much as possible. Granted, all of that is just prerequisite information in regards to learning her actual regret.
Looks like her father's still alive. She even managed to speak to him directly, it seems. Of course, the trauma from his own daughter's attack on him took a toll. Apparently he's in a mental hospital now.
Dang. Sorry for your trauma anyway, Die. Oh, there have been way worse deaths that happened earlier on in the playthrough HD. There was one where I think she was a 13-year-old girl, was basically died of disease right before and was then brought back to life for the game, and then
She was gonna just die after.
yeah, she survived. She was just gonna die after. So like, Miharu and Rinka just hung out with her for a bit, showed her parts of Japan to make her happy for a little bit before she was eliminated in the game. But yeah, there have been tons of tragic deaths in this. Miharu kept her head down the entire time Scale was talking, and must hit close to home considering they're both women.
Giving birth, huh? Yep, there's the card. We got it. Okay, it was. It's a rather worthless regret for someone who mouths off as much as her.
Gale mutters something to himself, but I can't quite catch it. More importantly, I've got hold of all her cards. Just looking at this new one has me giddy. Are we doing is Federico's POV? I've done it at last.
Yep, it's Frederica's POV.
Mm-hmm.
I've got all her cards.
Trying my best not to grin like an idiot. I don't give a damn about her past. that's not enough to change my view of her. I don't have a future to speak of if I can't surpass her.
All that's left now is...
I can finally stand toe-to-toe with her. All that's left is to elect her. She might elect me back, but I can't keep that let that possibility stop me.
That friend of yours is quite something if they could gather that much information in just a few days.
Oh, I love emotional stories, HD. I get super duper attached to characters and stuff. I love stories where the characters are interesting, and you learn so much. I can like predict what they're gonna say next and how they take in all that stuff.
Thank you. Is my mic fine? Because like there's a person putting tiles outside my room, so I don't know if my mic's fine or not.
It's slightly quieter than normal, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haha, thank you. It's a shame I can't tell you too much about my source. Though... Oh, can't tell too much about my source, though. We'd be getting a bit too deep into my own identity.
Rihara responds with a quiet nod. She looks pretty exhausted, now that I take a proper look. Talk about putting a pretty face to waste. Ugh. That said, she's right. I don't know who this friend of Scales is, but they gather intel like a beast. That leads me to a thought. This guy's got so many connections, and that means plenty of people know him. These two keep acting all calm and collected, but they ain't gonna last long. Once they surpass Odette, they're next. Hi Frozen, hi. Welcome on in, Frozen, hope you're doing
Let it
good.
go. Let it go.
You see Frozen's name and just think of Frozen. Start singing.
Oh, yeah. That's how my mind went when I hear Frozen. Oh, sorry.
Me when I think of a word and I think of a Disney movie.
The movie that's named after that word? Yeah, I know, crazy stuff.
I don't want to end up making sad moments funny. Interesting, Ichi. Interesting. Nah, I'm the better Frozen. I haven't actually watched Frozen, but I heard the second one was kind of meh. I heard the first one was good, and the sequel was kind of meh. So I believe you're the better Frozen. I'd believe it.
I said I never saw the sequel.
Yeah, I don't know why they made a sequel, but I guess that's kind of what Disney, at least what it feels like Disney and Pixar does a lot of these days, make sequels to stuff rather than new ideas. And it went out. No. Saturday rolls around without anything resembling progress for us. I do what I can to reach the truth about divine selection, but there's far too much information out there regarding design concepts and such. It doesn't help that I'm not too familiar with history in the first place. Part of me is ready to give up. I tried taking a picture of my card book and doing a reverse image search, but nothing worthwhile popped up. I'm honestly starting to feel like I'm at my limit, but I can't just throw in the towel. If I can't think of any other methods, then I should stick to this way for now.
You've been getting enough sleep, Rennie?
I got some during the first 2 periods.
Now you're starting to sound like me.
Keeping the store open has inevitably led to me losing sleep. Oh, maybe one of the regulars knows. My thoughts became words before I even realized it. The regulars at Lionhouse have all manner of jobs. Plenty of elderly people too, so one of them might know something. I don't have the luxury to stop now, which helps keep my priorities in check.
She's done for.
And I was like, chat, she's cooked. Mao's exasperated voice helps me in much the same way.
Oh, it's me. Is Maharu here?
Yo, Naurin.
Miharu took the day off. Miharu's absences have been growing more and more frequent. Hannah forced to miss too many days due to her scholarship, but I'm sure she's aware of that without me having to point it out.
It's about time for us to head home. Want to head up Lion House, Naurin? Been a while since we last did that.
Surprised you're the one inviting her. Not that I mind.
Well, I appreciate the invite. I'm a bit busy, so you see.
I got it. Guess I'll head over myself.
Then poor Mao. I think that was a conversation they had last stream where Mao's like, I feel like I'm being left out. You guys all seem so busy.
Kinda is.
Yeah.
Get me in the death game.
I wanna let me in. Being I immediately thought change the title to Fatal 13 for like a 13th contestant in here.
Ah, real.
Naomi offers an apologetic bow before leaving the classroom. Mao's coming to Lionhouse though, so this will be the first time in a while that we both leave school at the same time. As for Naomi, she seems somewhat different today, especially considering how nervous she tends to be whenever she visits our classroom. News of Miharu's absence is worrying Naomi. That is what prompts her to come here on her own.
It has to be at work.
Naomi heard about how much Miharu worked. Naomi heard about how much Miharu worked from Rinka. That led her to assume that Miharu would have regular shifts scheduled, even in their situation.
Welcome leave.
Coincidentally, enough, Naomi comes across Miharu the moment she enters.
I have something I need to talk to you about.
I'll be done in half an hour, so would you mind taking a seat? I can't guarantee you'll feel comfortable, though.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Naomi takes a seat on her own. The male clientele directed their gaze towards her. Naomi fails to pick up on the jealousy felt by the others as they do so.
What, do they want the Sindare treatment?
Why can't that be me?
Why can't she verbally degrade me? What the hell? I want to be treated like trash.
I bet a bunch of them are probably actually want that. Oh my god.
God.
Who's amongst us?
Yeah, whomst amongst us?
Roughly half an hour later, Miharu returns to her school uniform and plops down in front of Naomi. Time has flown by for Naomi because she's had her face buried in a book for the whole time. Miharu isn't comfortable discussing things with Naomi at her workplace as opposed to somewhere like Lionhouse, but she knows she has no real alternative. Naomi braves a few quick glances at the other customers, confirming that neither Scale nor Federico are present. Not president.
President. Yeah, who's president?
What? I was running for president. Oh no. I got some screen in the vid, so I can go. Bye, HD. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
You're saying Rose? Not bad.
I was just gonna read the line.
Mhm.
Is it safe to assume that you haven't been able to materialize Scale's regret yet?
Naomi gets straight to the point. It's plain to see how exhausted Miharu looks. The bags under her eyes and absent-minded gaze are enough to tell her that Miharu has been sacrificing sleep for the sake of research.
You're right. I've been searching sports-related things in relation to a gold medal, but nothing worthwhile is coming up. I'm gonna get eliminated next at this rate. If that happens, it's entirely possible that Scale will get a hold of Rinka's card.
Didn't you ask Rinka about this? Maybe she may be able to help you, considering she formed an alliance with the dead now and before?
Naomi has made sure not to tell Rinka about any of this until today. She understands that Miharu doesn't want Rinka worrying about her. There's a limit to how far one can drag it out, though. Naomi knows having that attitude is how one can lose what's precious to them. In her own case, it was her life that she lost, so she knows this better than anyone.
Rinka should be able to do something. She was able to save even my life, after all.
I can't. Not just because I don't want her to worry, but because that could also lead to other participants getting their hands on her information.
Miharu's immediate answer pains Naomi. She casts her head down, shaking it multiple times. She doesn't want her feelings to pour out all at once. She wants to explain things bit by bit. That's why she takes her time before looking back at Miharu.
That's unimportant now. Rinka won't care about the risks. She'll do anything she can to help you. I don't want to see her throw herself in danger either. But she's the type of person who's willing to do whatever it takes for what's important to her, regardless. Seeing her work so hard hurts me too. It makes me wish I could help out more, myself. Watching her suffer over losing you scares me even more. I wouldn't be able to handle it.
Naomi's words take Miharu back. They remind her of Rinka's despair over losing Naomi. Miharu opted to work with Scale to eliminate you precisely because she couldn't handle seeing Rinka like that. However, Rinka put herself in significant danger to eliminate you. That's why Miharu is resolute in not wanting to allow that to happen again. But that's not all. The relief she felt over Rinka's joy that Naomi was alive was undeniable. The foundation of Rinka's happiness had become clear to her.
Even so, if asked to balance my life against hers.
Now Miharu's gaze is the one cast downward. It isn't often for Naomi to see Miharu speak without confidence. That's why she puts every ounce of kindness she has into her next words.
Most importantly, I don't want things to continue like this. If you're eliminated, then all our time together will be undone as well. If that happens, then...
He stops to take a deep breath before continuing.
I'll cry so much they'll shrivel up and die.
Well, that'd be a shame.
Miharu notices that Naomi's attitude towards her has changed. Not to mention the fact that Naomi herself hasn't noticed. Miharu smiles, then nods her head.
You might be the one of us. You might be the one who's changed most out of us all. Let's go to Lionhouse later then. Your tears don't have much effect on me, but upsetting Rinka certainly isn't something I want to do.
Awful. She's awful. No, it makes sense.
Haru definitely sees Naomi as some kind of like love interest rival to Rinka, even at this point. But it looks like maybe that's that hard wall she's put up against Naomi is starting to break down a little bit.
Thank you.
Naomi offers her thanks to Miharu with a look of relief on her face. She finishes her previously ordered cafe au lait, right?
Cafe au lait.
Cafe au lait, before brushing the tears from her eyes. Back to the Lion House. We make the way to Lion House together after that.
Oh, no one's here.
The lights are off too.
It's a bit early for her to have closed for the day.
This feels suspicion to Naomi, who has overheard Rinka and Mal's conversation earlier in the day.
Suspicion.
It feels suspicion. Part of her begins to worry that something's happened.
Doesn't it just feel suspicion sometimes to you, Punz?
Yeah, when Alan and Odette worked with Rinka, I was feeling suspicion the entire time, you know? I was like, I don't know about this, of where they're gonna betray Rinka. Right? Every now and again, you just feel some suspicion.
Yeah, this feels suspicion. This feels suspicion to me.
True. A very suspicion warehouse. I make my way over to the base we used to prevent U's attacks the week prior. Isn't that like a 2-hour drive from where they were? It said something about being a bit of a drive. Oh well. The desolate view and dry wind almost feels nostalgic. But to be more accurate, it's Odette who brought me here after showing up at Lion House out of nowhere. It was my choice to come, so I can't quite say I got dragged out here.
Yo, Alan.
Oh wait, I forgot I'm Alan Scorpion.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just writing in the chat like, oh, maybe I should get another contestant because Yu's dead and I don't have any contestants now, but I'm Alan. I forgot about Alan.
I was thinking that earlier. I was thinking, oh, I have like 3 characters. Like,
I mean, I could still take Scale because there's scenes where it's Scale talking to Frederico a bunch.
And Scale's American, so like, you know, like.
Yeah, and I can do my Alex Jones voice. So maybe we'll still do it.
Oh wait,
Alex Jones voice.
Well, you were AFK once, and I was reading Scale for a little bit, and Federico, and that's what I
honestly, I'm quite content.
The chemicals are put in the water make the freaking frogs gay.
If you really want to do Scale, you can do Scale. I don't mind.
I'm surprised you haven't. Oh, I should have asked you to do an American accent while playing Scale Rose. That would have been interesting.
I did get asked that, and I was like, I don't know how to do an American accent.
Yeah, and I got asked to do an Indian accent for Alan.
Yeah, you should do an Indian accent for Alan. Why not?
I was trying to do the like coy reading Alan as like what Alan's voice sounds like to me, but which almost was like
impossible.
Like in my mind though, Alan is like a slightly, it's like slight English accent, slight this is an evil gay man is I think what Alan is, but he's not really evil. Maybe gay though.
Maybe. He might be gay. Who knows?
I mean, he's mildly evil.
a little bit.
Maybe just a bit extreme.
Just a little bit evil, a little bit gay.
Okay, Alan voice. What do you want?
Oh, haven't you heard? A little birdie told me that Scale's paparazzi friends have connection to you too.
Odette told me very little on the way here. Okay, so I think this is Alan's POV.
I'm gonna get eliminated soon. Ain't no changing it. So I want to settle things with you right now.
That's about all she told me. Alan remains silent, displaying as little emotion as ever. Oh no, Rink is here. Settle things.
That's right. We only got to fight the once at the old geezer's house, so I don't know which of us is stronger. Your role here is to observe the result, Rinka. The first one to throw in the towel loses, and it ain't gonna be me.
What makes you think I would agree to this? I only fought you back then out of necessity.
Who needs a reason? Technically, this lot can't spew the that you only live once adage. But hey, enjoy this immortality while you can. Besides, ain't no chance you'll be able to bounce back if you run with your tail between your legs now. This is my last chance, so dance with me, kid.
The cold tone through which Odette's words are delivered frightens me. I may note that she's easy to talk to now, but that cool head attitude of hers is still scary. Maybe this is the killing intent that gets mentioned in books and films. There's one thing nagging at me though. You're gonna be eliminated?
Why is that a surprise?
I mean, it's you know? There's no way I wouldn't be surprised. My heart has told me plenty about both Federico and Scale, but I never thought they would be able to eliminate her. She may tread a thin line at all times, but I can't imagine her making a misstep. In fact, she's more likely to get to run at full speed ahead, laughing all the while.
Yet again, you feel compassion. How very like you.
That's not quite it.
You're awfully kind to her yourself.
I honestly find it hard to believe that she's going to be eliminated next based on her composure. She brought it upon herself to say that this is her last chance, though. We must be fully prepared for what lies ahead. Odette is going to die. She's my enemy. I know that much, and yet I can't help but remember how we stopped you together and brought Naomi back.
Gesundheit.
Oh, thank you. Oh, all the dust in this warehouse. It's making me sneeze.
Sneezy.
No skills regret.
Okay, so what?
You helped me once before, so at the very least...
You gonna make a point soon?
Odette glares at me. Her tone is dark. That alone prevents me from saying anything else.
I don't got no issue starting with you if you're gonna try and humiliate me.
That's not what I
recommend you drop the soft-hearted attitude. Did you forget that I'm here as well? Scale Jones's regret is information I seek. You're going to tell me it, whether it be by your own will or not.
You really are determined to have a reason first, huh?
I gradually come to understand what they are talking about. My own exclamation is served at the spark Alan requires. He says he has no reason to fight Odette, but now he does.
Guess I'll fight to protect you, brat.
I know no hesitation once my goal is clear.
Beat Odette and get information regarding numeral 9's regret out of me. That's the goal he has his sights set on. I choose to observe their fight from outside the storehouse. They likely have guns in them, so it only makes sense to head outside before they start firing at one another. I might not die if I get in the crossfire, but I'd still get badly hurt. The walls should be thick enough to stop any stray bullets. I can't avert my eyes, though. I'm determined to see their fight through. It's their way of settling things. Odette likely doesn't need...
I'm about to have to make some fucking Legend of Zelda voice acting, aren't I?
Ah! Ah!
Yeah!
Odette likely doesn't need a proper reason. She's considered Alan a worthy foe, and simply wants to beat him for her own satisfaction. I'd be lying if I say I understood that thought process. But regardless, I have to see this through. My reason is simple too. This is a fight that encompasses the very life of Odette Malancon. "30 minutes later, the fight shows no signs of ending. Neither have been able to land any significant blows. So I assume they're trying to wear one another out. Their intent is made clear by their each and every action. I can't seem to take my eyes off them, not even for a second. I have no interest in martial arts and stuff, but I guess I understand the appeal of competitive fighting if it's as entrancing as this." Nah. Not only have they both lost their guns now, but they've also destroyed them. How they managed that, I'll never know. I've handled one myself now, so I know precisely how sturdy they are. Both have blades on them too. Even those are broken. Oh. Weapons seem almost useless though. Not a single bullet or knife wound has been inflicted on either of them.
Both their guns are broken. Both their knives are broken. What is this freaking shonen fight anime crap?
They're just really cheap knives, and the guns are like...
They just unloaded the guns and then they started slapping the guns into each other.
The guns from, like, bought the guns from Temu.
Yeah, they're Temu guns.
Temu guns. They shoot it once and it just breaks apart like...
Temu. Is it not Temu?
I don't know if it's Temu or Temu. I know it's a ripoff is all I know.
Temu.
I just imagine them...
there's some good stuff on Temu.
Rose is our Temu sponsor here. Okay. Noted.
Come make your drop shipping scam using
You just
Rose's,
gotta like make sure
code.
you don't like go for anything. No. Look, realistically, if you're like looking for like something cheap that like you're gonna use like a couple times, I mean it's fine. Like some like oddly specific thing. But if you're going to like look for something and the price looks too good to be true, yeah, no, it's gonna be shit. Like,
yeah,
it's not gonna be the thing that's advertised. But like, I'm trying to think of a specific example. My mom gets a lot of stuff off Temu. She buys stuff that like, I think the word she uses for stuff is knickknacks. She calls them knickknacks.
Knickknacks, yeah.
Yeah, so she'll buy something that's like oddly specific use case, use it once or twice, and then be like, okay, I'm not using it again. And it's like, yeah, well, you don't want to actually buy the real product, you just buy the shelf TV. Or if it's like something you just like can't fuck up, like a small little like, I don't know. There's like, I'm trying to think of specific examples, but I can't think of specific examples. I know my brother bought like a stupid fucking like Batman tiny miniature like helmet thing, and I was like, why? But like, if that's what you're looking for, then I guess that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I never used the site myself, so I don't know too much about it, but I just know it's what dropshippers use to like buy stuff and then just sell it for like 10 times its value.
Yeah, it's literally just cheap stuff. Or if you like want to buy a shirt that has like a stupid thing on it that you want to like wear out somewhere and be like, hey, look at this funny shirt, haha. But it's like a really low quality shirt, obviously, because it was really fucking cheap. But like, it's only for the gag of what's on the shirt, so you're not like wearing it another time. You just got it for that one occasion. Like that kind of stuff. Or you want to buy Nicolas Cage pillowcases. Oh, that shit's so fucking stupid. I had a friend who bought Nicolas Cage pillowcases.
Really?
Yeah, they thought it was funny. I also have a friend who bought an Among Us wallet, and last I talked to them, which was like 2 years ago, last I talked to them, they were still using it, so... Yeah.
I don't know if I could sleep with... I'm just imagining that one image of Nick Cage was making like the weird smile, that just being on a pillow. I don't know if I could sleep with him staring at me like that. I don't know.
It's like this image. It was like, it's not this one specifically, but it was like this image of Nicolas Cage.
Oh my god. Okay, that's slightly
It
better
wasn't this
than,
kind of pillow either. It wasn't this pillow either, because those pillows would not be comfortable to sleep on. But I think they, yeah, they're like looking through shit.
I don't know. I don't think I can. It would be a funny
That
thing.
pillow haunts my nightmares.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I
Imagine
can
if you
see
actually
that.
just had had it as a red pillow, and then you didn't know, and then all of a sudden one day you wipe it down, and then you see the fucking Nick Cage face.
And then I curl up into the fetal position, screaming and crying.
What's wrong with Nicolas Cage, huh?
Imagine you're laying down sleeping, and like it's on the red side. Oh no, it's like next. Okay, it's like one of those like throw pillows, like one of the decorative pillows that like people put on their beds. So you're just laying down next to it, and then like while you're sleeping, you like move your arm to like scrape some of the things off, and then you wake up just Nicolas Cage's face staring at you from the other side of the bed. I would be horrified. All right. Apparently, both are sweating profusely. They clearly have much left in their tanks. Were those also made from Temu? Another 10 minutes pass. They start using improvised weaponry that also all break in one hit. The exhaustion must have hit both of them at the same time.
It's like a fucking Yakuza fight.
Like they grab one of like the boards over there in the background, and then just imagine hitting
like,
Alan on the head with it, and it
gun.
just breaks it to pieces.
In Yakuza, you shoot the gun, and then you can like throw it after you shoot it, and then like you could like pick out like you can grab like a sword off the ground or a pipe off the ground or whatever the fuck. And then you use that, and those all have like 5 hits on them, and then they break. And you can just like block them in the fucking game. I'm genuinely just picturing a fucking Yakuza fight for this. Yakuza fights are good though, I like them.
Oh my god, this is I was looking for this. I'm just imagining when they shot their guns, they just did this and broke apart.
Fucking 3D printed Lego guns.
And then
printed guns, what the fuck?
yeah,
those are real.
That shit
Oh yeah.
sucked.
Oh yeah, those exist.
Yeah, those are fucked. But they're like one shot because 3D printed material is like not good for using as a gun part.
Okay.
Fucking the 3D printed fucking guns, like literally, you shoot it once and it just breaks.
Mm-hmm. Well, if it's PLA or yeah, ABS would do it.
There might be some
too.
better ones, but like
resin. You could probably get a resin. You could probably get a setup where it'd be okay, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I just know that the few times I've seen stuff about 3D printed guns, they just like break instantly.
Oh yeah.
Like they're good for one shot, but that's about it. But then again, if you're 3D printing a gun, you're probably in a country where you fucking don't have access to guns. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe you don't need it for more than one shot. You know?
I don't know. The exhaustion must have hit both of them at the same time, judging by how the nature of the fight changes. They are now keeping their distance from one another, as opposed to constantly rushing in like before. Odette is the first to step in, attempt to drag the fight out of the stalemate it has reached. She must have put all the meager energy she's recovered into her act. She launches a massive kick at him from the side of his blocking range. He manages to avoid it, albeit barely. Following that, his fist connects with Odette's face. Or so it seems.
Ugh.
Awooga. I know, right, Frozen?
Weirdo.
Odette, big woman. Big, strong woman.
Women are so hot.
She uses her forehead to take the brunt of his blow. His expression makes it clear that he's feeling from pain, but Odette takes advantage of by kneeing him straight in the solar plexus. He keeps up a relentless assault following this, not allowing the opportunity to go to waste. Each blow is ferocious enough that it'd be knocked out cold after one hit, but he's taking every single one of them. Must have been biding his time while taking hits, because he finds the right moment to claw at Odette's neck. One can't put up.
Neck getting clawed at sound.
it said Gurg. Like I don't know. I did my best.
Apparently, the neck also sounds like the face slap sound. One can't build up muscles in their throat, so the resulting damage is clear. Are they implying that like Odette's muscles are just so bulky everywhere else that they're like protecting her?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It comes to a complete halt for a brief second. What was it, Russ?
Just gonna say, yeah. I mean that kind of works.
Yeah, definitely. It helps shield blows and stuff. And now Alan launches his own attack. While Odette's assault is akin to a wild beast, Alan is more serene. There's a rhythm to it, almost like a dance. His movements are completely different from before.
Kick him in the dick. Kick him in the dick.
Not like Odette is simply allowing herself to be attacked either. She's dodging or blocking the incoming blows. She's biting at them. Jesus. The more blood that flows, the harder and deeper she bites.
Just as planned.
Holy fuck.
What did you say, Rose?
This is actually an anime fight.
This is actually just a shonen fight. We're just sitting on the sidelines while there's a shonen fight going on. We're just sitting here. We're just sitting here entranced. The fight is far from over. They could both be just like laying down in like a pool of blood or something by the end of this. And they're both gonna still be alive. The streets begin to empty out at 10 p.m. Meanwhile, Naomi and her are still waiting for a flying house for Rika's return. It's far more humid at night during June than it is cold. There's no response from Rinka to any messages sent, and phone calls are met with a response that her phone is off.
It's getting late, so you should probably go home. Of course, I'm too worried to do that now.
I'll make up a good excuse, so it'll be fine. Don't forget that I'm worried about her as well.
Haru silently nods in response.
Funny how I need to rely on Rinka after fervently persuading her that I could handle things on my own.
You won't mind. You know that.
Oh no, ate a shrimp.
You ate a shrimp?
Yeah.
He ate a shrimp.
You're gonna die now. The death shrimp.
Yep.
You're dead.
Yep, joke's on you, chat. I've been allergic to shrimp this whole time. I've been eating my shrimp and broccoli. Just so that I can die at this exact moment as a bit.
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
Broccoli. Do you like broccoli?
I think broccoli.
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 Billy, can I find that picture again?
You're doing that. Miharu says nothing in return. She doesn't need to. Her gentle smile was more than enough to reassure Naomi. Meanwhile, the shonen battle continues. While her friends are worried, things start to wrap up after another 30 minutes. This has been going on for like an hour and 10 minutes. Either are moving as well as they were before. In fact, they're so exhausted that I might be able to outrun them. As if the fight wasn't spectacular enough already, it ends with a cross counter of all things. I can't tell if Alan is out cold or not. His eyes are completely blank. As for Odette, her eyes are closed, but she has a big grin on her face.
I'd have been happy if I got to go out like this.
That said, she let herself fall unconscious.
God, he
I
found the
I found the video. I found the not video. I found the picture. Bruggle.
shrimp and broggle.
I love Bruggle.
What can I save? Discord's telling me it's unable to save the image. Why can't I save this?
It's forbidden.
I can't save the image either. That's funny.
It's forbidden art.
I can save the image. Oh, never mind. I can't.
Yeah. Chat. Okay, here. All right. Here, I'll do this. Okay. Take a screenshot.
Okay, so you can send it.
Okay, you can save the one that I posted because I just copied it, pasted it, and reposted it, and you can save it that.
I already did it. I already took a screenshot. I got it. This is Broggle chat.
Broggle.
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 Broccoli.
Broggle. Has it said? Do you reckon that said Broggle, or do you reckon it said Broggly?
I think it
Is
says
it even
Broggly.
pronounced?
Broggly.
Broggly.
Is that a carrot?
My
in the
favorite
background?
football.
And like faded into like the bleeding into the other page. Is that a carrot? I think that's a carrot.
I have no clue what they would have drawn. Maybe that was their least favorite vegetable.
Carrot. I like broggle. I do not like carrot. Alan watches as she does so. It's hard to tell what he's thinking. And then he collapses too. Whoa. I rush over to them both. They're out cold, but they're still breathing. I guess exhaustion has finally forced their bodies to shut down. I'm not too sure if they've managed to settle things with this. What I do know is that Alan was the last to fall unconscious. Odette lost. Still, there was nothing settled by this. They just pummeled each other until they passed out. I'd be the winner here, were I to have the gun on me. But I mean, why did I need to be here? I probably have to tend to the wounds now that it's ended like this. Crap, my phone's battery died. I end up having to rely on my memory to find the nearest convenience store. Just buys a first aid kit, bandages them up.
That easy. It's that
give them
easy.
some fucking Gatorade. They lost all their electrolytes.
True.
Fight for like an hour and a half.
You're gonna get some fucking stim packs.
Once I do, I grab a first aid kit, some food, and some water to bring back. The journey there and back takes around an hour. Odette's gone by the time I get back. She must have left the moment she woke up, despite having no energy whatsoever. She's crazy. There's one thing I can say for sure though.
Rogu.
When she collapses by the last time I've seen the world.
What?
She wanted to get some groggle.
Because she's gonna get eliminated, or because she won't show her face?
Probably because she's about to get eliminated. She said as much, like before they started fighting. She really was a free spirit right till the end. Unlike Odette, someone else is still collapsed on the ground. Is he sleeping? Alan still has to come too. I should just go home. After that, I wipe off Alan's sweat and place a cooling pad on his forehead. Then I put another towel under his head as a makeshift pillow. This guy's just as crazy as Odette. Profane sweating and bright red face worry me. I know what he wants to get out of me, but I can't just bring myself to leave him in this state. Seeing him laid out like this makes him look younger than usual, probably due to his height and build when standing. I can't even tell the time since my phone's dead. I can tell that I'm hungry though, so I make my way to a corner of the storehouse and to eat the food I pick up.
Someone at my work said they thought I was older than them because I was taller than them. They were the same age. They're like a week older than me. They're a week older than me, and they thought I was older because I was taller than them. And I was like, "Are you fucking like 5 years old? Like what?"
Man, you're a tall one.
Do they think?
This is the fucking manager. This is the manager.
Do they think that you just keep growing in height forever as you age?
I was like, okay, but height means nothing after the age of like 18, 19.
Otherwise old people would be like super tall.
Most people stop growing after like 18 or 19.
We'd have like old people that are like 8-9 feet tall.
Yeah, you get a 90-year-old just walking by like a fucking ent.
Fucking siren head.
True. World's oldest man is just a tallest siren head.
No, like I get their thought process, but like at the same time, I don't know. I feel like there is a million other things that would contribute to me thinking someone's older than height, you know? Mm-hmm. And especially since I'm not in like school anymore, you know? Back when I was in school, sure, if someone was taller than me, maybe I'd think, oh, they might be a bit older than me, but me and this person, we've been out of school since 2019, so I don't know. Mm-hmm. Looking crazy.
I wonder how people would react if they saw this. I take a moment to consider the fact that I've become anything but a normal person before chowing on my food. Alan finds himself dreaming. It is the first time he's had a dream unrelated to the Court of Fate in a long time. You're always so reckless, you know that? It is a dream entwined with his past. A past of great importance.
Rita?
Alan wakes up just as I finish my food. The fact that he sits up so quickly surprises me a bit. I'm not quite sure what he was saying, but it sounded like he was calling out to someone. Of course, questioning him.
Punched a hole in him?
I guess.
How do you bleed? Did he actually get like punched to the point where he bled? Because I said none of the like bullets or like sharp weapons like really. I maybe they picked up something sharp and hit him with it.
He's just
got
bruised so
blood.
deeply. He's bruised so deeply it's
Yeah.
showing through the bandages, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you can like cut things. I guess you can get cut up from punching, but
Oh yeah,
like,
you can.
I wouldn't think your like chest there would get cut up, but maybe I guess. So.
I mean,
Wasn't it
she's
hit
probably
by
targeting
him
one
at one
area
point?
and hitting it over and over. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking like
Maybe.
usually when it's like cut, it's like fists and like face that get cut up, not really like the
Yeah.
chest. But
I mean,
yeah.
they don't really want to show that though.
Yeah, they probably.
Yeah.
I mean, although to be fair, they did show us Naomi burning to death and you burning to death earlier, so the game has not been. Isn't like trying to hold back on the blood or gore that much, I think. But I don't know. Of course, questioning him about it wouldn't be a smart decision.
Oh, it's you.
He comes to grips with the situation after noticing the sheet on his forehead and towel under his head.
You could have just left me here.
I was gonna leave after I finished eating.
I meant long before that.
I placed my trash inside the convenience store plastic bag and then take a bottle of water over to Alan.
Did I lose?
You were the last to collapse, though only by a few seconds.
I can hardly consider it a victory if I don't remember it.
Saying that, he takes a deep swig of the water I've just handed to him. When he stands up afterwards, it serves to remind me just how big he actually is. I'm not sure where to take the conversation now. After a bit of deliberation, I come up with a certain proposal. So hey, you tell me everything you found out about Skill Jones so far, and I'll tell you what's written on his regret card in exchange. There's no immediate response, so I can only assume that he's taken by surprise. It feels like the best option for me though, especially when Alan and Odette's conversation hinted towards Alan knowing plenty about Skill. I'm not sure if I'll end up electing him myself or not, but it's a fact that he'll come across my own information at some point. Knowing his cause of death will allow me to protect myself should he decide to elect me at the very least. That's why it's best if I can get what I can out of Alan now.
Very well.
Once Alan is finished telling me what he's discovered about Skill, I reveal the contents of his regret card. Gold medal. I feel like there's something that links his regret to info Alan told me. Flask. Not purple. No new card seems to have formed on his end, but I'm sure I'll be able to put the pieces together quickly. Alright, I should go. Tomorrow's Sunday, but I'd rather open the store if I can. I'm a bit paranoid when my phone's dead, but right now the sheer exhaustion is my biggest issue.
What is true strength?
Excuse me? He doesn't respond, so I give up and leave. I don't know. Why are you asking me these shonen questions? You're fighting, but he's gone. I don't know. I'm about half an hour's walk from the closest station. The idea of having to walk the same path back already has me reeling.
Kakarot, what is true strength?
Frieza! What?
Why do we fight Kakarot?
Whoa, Frieza coming to like some like actual like receiving proper character development? What the fuck? The Frieza has not received any character development. I mean, unless you count like getting a new transformation.
Oh no,
but
what have I
Frieza
done?
is still just like evil. Oh.
They gotta do something with him at some point, right?
I mean, maybe.
I don't know. It's 1 a.m. Shinjuku may be a major stop in Tokyo, but the last trains don't run much later than this. Meanwhile, Haru and Naomi are still waiting in front of Lionhouse for Rinka's return. Damn.
She's taking her time, isn't she? At this point, I'm more willing to consider that she may be out with a boyfriend or something.
The boyfriends in my Yuri visual novel.
Naomi, don't talk about
Uh-oh.
boyfriends. I will.
It's Saturday after all, and I never did ask if she was dating anyone. Oh my god, you're so fucking clueless.
Naomi?
Yes?
So, yeah, basically. Do us both a favor and shut off that part of your brain that creates those ridiculous thoughts.
Get that straight shit out of here. Naomi feels a chill run down her spine. It wasn't exactly a joke. She swears not to bring up that topic ever again.
At this rate, we're going to have an officer or two question why we're here. I'm not sure what to do now that we've missed the last train.
Why don't they just start a polycule?
True.
Granted, now that it's Sunday, it technically doesn't matter what I do if I'm going to be eliminated anyway. Perhaps I'm best off writing a will for Rinka.
Alright.
Naomi fails to find the right response to match how deadly serious Maharu seems. It doesn't help that she feels responsible for the situation too. Maharu could have used the time to possibly find information about Scale had she not suggested relying on Rinka. Those memories may disappear should Maharu be eliminated though. Even if they don't vanish completely, they will become far too blurry to recall, more so than even her earliest childhood memories. This even applies to when the two of them had their feelings clash. The idea of losing that experience scares her. Skills.
Scale her? Become Scale. Don't worry. I'm sure Rinka will be here.
Naomi's voice is audibly quivering. Both know her fate is entirely unfounded.
You really are a crybaby, aren't you? Still,
Nuh-uh.
I do feel envious about how honest you can be sometimes.
Maharu feels at peace for reasons she cannot understand. If what she's currently feeling towards Naomi is similar to how Rinka feels, then she might just... Whoa. The son voice takes Naomi and Maharu by surprise. Whoa.
Wow.
Why are you two hanging around outside my house at this hour?
Oh.
Naomi dashes over to Rinka without a second thought.
Whoa.
What was that, Rose?
I don't know how to pronounce that. How do you pronounce that? Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
I don't fucking know how to pronounce that shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Now that she attempts to before tripping over her own feet.
Allow me to pose a similar question. You weren't engaging in certain activities with a man, were you?
Well, I guess I was with a guy for the most part. How'd you know?
Huh?
Oh. Anyway, let's head inside. You two were waiting for me? Naomi is obviously flustered, whereas Mira looks like she's just seen a ghost. Mika has no idea what's going on. She takes them inside the store anyway. Following that, it takes an entire hour for everything to be cleared up.
Okay. But we don't have to listen to the explanation.
Apparently not.
Do we want to take our break before?
That's actually
okay.
just what I was gonna say.
Same thought.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna be taking a short break here, everybody. I'm gonna go
You
be sure to go
break it.
pee, go stretch, get some water or some snacks or something. I'm gonna run some ads here so they don't pop up later on. And once we get back, we'll be seeing what happens in the Court of Fate. Be right back.
What
And
the
I'll be back.
babe? What the babe? Sorry. Is anyone still here?
Right, I'm back.
Well, back.
Welcome back, I'm back. I wonder if Bacon's gonna try and eliminate Steel as well. I wonder if we could get another double elimination. Or Alan might do it too, actually.
Wait, say it again, Punz?
I said I wonder if this Court of Fate is going to be a double elimination, since Alan has all of Steel's cards, and
It could. I feel like they're gonna like try not to do a double elimination, but we'll see.
yeah, I wonder if they're gonna drag the game out a bit more, or if they're gonna just do a double elimination here. There is an achievement for all 12 weeks, I believe, but
Yeah, because you can end early. There was that one ending we got when we chose the wrong choice. When we went back and chose the wrong choice. Wrong quotation marks.
yeah.
Is there really a wrong choice in a game?
I mean, I'd argue any ending where you get a bad end, a wrong choice, methinks. Because like the ending that we got was like very much painting Rika's decision as a bad one, and she was like regretting it by the end. So definitely the wrong decision, I think.
One's still backflip.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me just, I gotta do a little prep first. Okay, ready?
Got a prep for backflips.
Yeah, you know. Gotta go, and you gotta like rub your hands together. Like, you can't hear it, but
You got a fucking
like that.
cartoon character?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Hi, LT. Hi. Work. We're just waiting for Yuki to get back. Then we shall see what happens in the Court of Fate. Have you been watching the horse race tests Twitter account recently, Mel?
I have been tuning in. Also, he's very funny on Twitter, so.
Yes, he is. He's doing a Sonic
The fishing
one
one?
now.
Wait,
You're
I
doing
haven't seen the
fishing now?
Sonic one.
Yeah, he's done
I've seen
two.
fishing.
Yeah, he's done the fishing one. I think that one ended. Sequel destroyed the guy at the end, and then now he's doing Sonic Racing.
Sonic.
Okay, let me. I think I liked it. Did I? Let me see if I can join it real quick.
Sonic.
Oh, here we go. Hi, Greasy. Hi, hi. Yeah. Here, there's a. Here, I put it in the pop-up chat. Yeah. He's doing Sonic little horse races now. Let me put the non-stream too. Where are you? Where are you? I'm so sorry. There you go. Let's get the show going. Yeah. We will in a second, Greasy. Doing so yeah, each of the
Greasy.
The Sonic one is interesting.
yeah, because it looks like all the characters do something a little different. Like looks like Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails are doing a little spin dash every now and again, but Amy's just and Eggman are just going at the consistent speeds, I think.
Oh my god, where is my queen?
Your queen? Is Amy your queen?
No. Where's Rouge?
Rouge.
Rouge.
I think he's doing the ones from Sonic Racing way back in the day.
Rouge. I don't actually know how it's said.
Rouge.
Moulin Rouge.
Oh, Amy won.
The Bat.
Roga.
Car.
Rogue. Yeah.
Car. And then
Sonic.
Rouge.
And here's the second one.
Rouge. It is Rouge. Okay.
Lord,
So clever, Rouge.
Sorry, I haven't watched that video enough.
Place your bets.
Top 10 sexy women in Sonic.
Oh, okay, and Tails immediately wins.
This video is amazing.
Virus? 10 hottest female Sonic characters? Oh no, I've seen this one. Oh jeez.
Oh good. Oh my god. I remember watching this shit with with Sippy. Oh my god. That's oh, we laughed so fucking hard at this shit. Oh, it's so good.
It is, but like, oh my god. Oh, it's something. It's something. Maybe we'll watch it on Punz and Pals or something.
Sonic is blue colored and he knows how to handle the females. This was written as a parody thing. Right? This is not like an actual.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Surely.
I can't possibly imagine someone legitimately thinking that.
All right. Are we all ready to resume the reading?
Yeah, I'm ready to watch somebody die.
One or more. That's what
somebody
we're
or two people.
Maybe
this
two
might be a
people.
double elimination because both Alan and Rinka can eliminate Steel, and Steel can eliminate Odette. So it might be a double elimination.
And And potentially, Adet could eliminate Frederico. Because it was hinted at.
Oh, true. I forgot about that. Might even be a
It
Triple
was
triple.
kill.
hinted at that.
Triple kill.
It was hinted at that Adet might know Frederico's cards.
Mm-hmm. Well, in that case, let's get right into it.
Good evening, my
Brad is
lovely
ready.
little slaves to fate.
What's in here?
Nothing. I was gonna shit post about Federico's shit regret being like not being racist to more people.
Or,
Like,
you
not
know,
being rude,
weirdly creepy
asshole.
to like high school kids.
I didn't kick enough children.
Jesus.
Wait, what? What? I
Federico
must have missed something.
sucks.
What's going on?
You know he
Yeah.
sucks.
You
What's
don't
going on?
remember?
Wait, what's going
in,
on?
like the bar scenes
Oh,
where
you just completely
Federico
missed
flirted
context.
with Miharu multiple
No,
times.
I was like completely like missing all the context. What are we talking about?
I was joking. I was shit posting that Federico's card is gonna be like, yeah, it wasn't more racist than more people.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't get a
yeah,
chance to
no,
fucking hit on enough high schoolers.
no, yeah, no. His card might
Zombies.
be that he didn't have enough high school girls on his body count. That might
Yeah.
be that might be it.
Yeah.
I didn't punch
Um,
enough broads when they were disrespectful to me.
It is kind of an awful character.
Yeah. I'm surprised the game has not attempted to show us like Federico's or like a good side to Federico, because like even Alan and Odette have gone on like
Yeah,
side to
they've
them.
got Alan and Odette are awesome characters now. Federico, they're just like, yeah, we can't do anything with this asshole.
yeah, this guy just sucks. He's just a piece of shit.
I mean, he's just sexist. Fucking
They might try and pull the heartstrings on us
That's just-
later. We'll see.
pedophile. I don't know.
We'll see. Yes. Federico's voice echoes throughout the Court of Fate once more. Tonight marks the 8th round of Divine Selection. Only 6 of the original 12 participants are left. Numerals 1, 2, 3, 9, 11, and 12.
Run that back.
1, 2, 3, 9, 11, 12.
9/11.
The anniversary of my starting estrogen.
Nice.
Most
that's
important
9/11.
thing.
Anyways, one is guaranteed to be eliminated tonight, though, right?
True, one is guaranteed to be eliminated tonight, though, or potentially more. None other than Adet, the very first person I'll have elected.
Please spare me from the boredom that accompanies your silence.
Freckle's like, come on, I want the banter. I want the banter.
Guess it's on you then. Go on and tell us something real interesting. Something interesting, you say?
Odette remains as calm as ever, even with her impending elimination. That really pisses me off.
It really takes me off.
The churros.
Oh shit! Who cares about that? Let's get electing already.
My impatience gets the better of me, causing me to shout. So what Federico POV, interesting. All it does is cause Odette to flash me a smug grin. That stupid face drives me mad.
Goodness. Sorry, but okay. Goodness gracious. Someone sounds desperate to carry out the election, it seems.
I'm thinking it.
Oh,
There you go.
Very well, allow me to begin tonight's election.
Rebecca makes her announcement loud and clear. She's doing it to show me up too. Little brat thinks she's better just because she's a goddess.
Revolve a clock of fate.
Standard election procedure follows. A sight I've gotten way too used to. Nothing for me. Number 1 passes.
I don't know, man. You like did this shit. Apparently, if a certain team wins, you can get a refund on your order.
Huh?
What?
For what?
It's a fucking thing. It says if the Rabbitohs win, you get a refund on any order you make today. So the Rabbitohs is a NRL team.
A what?
An NRL team, National Rugby League.
Oh.
Can't say we're a big familiar in the US.
Yeah, but like I didn't know Menulog did that shit. Like
Menu lug. We also have never heard this name before.
Oh, Menulog's not even a thing over there? Okay. What?
No, not
You
really.
don't have Menulog? Okay, well it's like an Uber Eats. But you can get a refund on your order if the specific sports team that I guess they're sponsoring, I don't fucking know. The specific sports team wins. What the fuck? That's so weird.
I mean, that's crazy.
That just sounds really funny to me.
Okay, like, I don't know how that makes sense business-wise, because, like, they're gonna have to be, like, refunding people, like, up
Well,
to...
yeah, no, I'm guessing they get money from the... Well, maybe they're betting on them losing? Like, I don't know, because I really don't know who would be spending the money here, because I guess the Rabbitohs wouldn't be giving them money, and I can't see them giving Rabbitohs money to like advertise them, but then they also see this like, oh, you can get a free meal, like if we win, you know, that kind of thing. So like, you know, order food here. Like, I guess I can see it. I can see Menulog giving them money for like advertising, but then Menulog hoping that they fucking lose so that they can not do it. But then I guess it brings it brings people into like that kind of like thing where they're like, oh, see, this company did a good thing. They refunded everyone with this, so then they're like more likely to order from them in the future because they're like, I like this company.
I guess
I
so,
don't know.
yeah. Just bring people to use the app.
Somebody say, Menulog!
Next up is Miharu. Based on everything up till now, he'll pass. I'm the only one out of our alliance that'll be electing someone tonight, after all.
I elect numeral 11.
What the hell?
Very well.
Being a dumbass as usual.
Yeesh.
What's going on here? I can't hide my panic over what just happened. Odette catches my eye in the midst of my breakdown. She's giving me the same smug-ass grin as always. Almost like she knew things would play out like this. If Miharu's electing her, then I don't need to, right?
Numeral 3. Make your intent clear.
Ooh, are they gonna fight over
Why don't you do a
electing
false-
Odette?
What happens if they both elect someone? Because we haven't seen that before. I forget.
He did, didn't
So,
he?
yeah, we did, because Miharu had to offer up her name for that. So if they both elect someone, someone has to offer up a card for priority, otherwise the election is just negated. And it is one of their own cards.
I'll put.
B. I cut myself off.
Actually, I'll elect numeral 11 as well. I was gonna say myself.
That was close. The shock almost made me forget that Odette has my information as well. Miharu will get her hands on that info if she eliminates Odette. Don't tell me that's been her plan from the beginning.
Huh?
Sounds like CL didn't expect this either, judging by his expression.
When you say
Can't see.
scale, it sounds like you're saying CL.
Really?
It
Yeah.
did right
To me,
in
at
that
least.
exact moment.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's happened twice now. It's happened twice now that I've like thought you said CL, and I was like, no, it says scale on the screen. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll enunciate the
Scale.
more. Scale.
Yeah.
The CL scale.
Yeah, this is there's definitely a difference.
Can't see. Can't see him putting it. Can't see him putting her up to this. There's nothing in it for him.
I see we have our first duplicate election of the night. Do wait until the clock makes its full revolution first.
Maybe I do need to hold on to a fucking scale. Because they might be eliminated.
Scale's right after me now.
Wait, can you eliminate yourself?
I don't think. I probably not. Because, like, there's...
That seems a little unfair. What if you just want to die?
It's like, I don't think you even have your own cards.
Well, okay, you can get your own cards pretty easily.
I mean,
Do a
yeah,
bit of
but,
soul
like,
searching, you get your
Wait,
regret,
didn't
you know your
Don't
name.
you start with your own
and-
cards?
You don't.
No.
Or, I
You
don't
can
know. I forgot.
You obviously start with your name.
Rinka did
And
not,
then
because
you-
she didn't even know her own events, so she does not
Regret.
start
I
with
thought
her
she didn't
cards.
start with them because
But
of the
She
forgetting.
probably, I think also
Everyone
in
forgets
certain
their cause of death.
eliminations, I think in certain other eliminations, people did not have their own cards, or at least like only had like one of them. So
People know
I
their
think not
cause of
necessarily.
death vaguely. So, like, the only card you know is your name, usually, unless you don't even know your name. But then you also know you don't know your cause of death, but you can find that out pretty easily if you, like, I don't know, kind of, like, put some thought into, like, oh, what is this strange dream that has, like, I have vague memories of dying in? And then, like, the regret, you just need to, like, do some soul searching, and then you can figure it out.
Anyway,
Anyways, Scale's right after me now that we're down to so few people.
I like numeral 2.
Oh? Damn, going after Miharu, the double elimination.
Oh, what?
He's electing someone as well? Miharu of all people, too. He's smiling, but not that fake one he usually has. He looks like he's holding back a real wicked laugh. I can't believe this. I never trusted them in the first place, but I never expected them to pull this stunt. Numeral 1 doesn't seem the least bit concerned about Miharu being elected either. Guess they really did part ways.
Very well.
Wait, what?
Okay,
What about you, numeral 11?
Scale is trying to elect Miharu. They're going around the clock seeing, okay, who's gonna elect who?
Oh, yeah.
So-
okay, I see what's going to happen.
Yeah, they're gonna go down the full clock before they start doing the actual elimination.
Nothing from me. You already knew that, though, didn't you? My role is merely that of a supervisor. I may know what awaits you in your original fates, but the possibilities that stem from here are a mystery even to me. Like I care.
Rebecca pouts at Odette
So real for
before
that.
directing her attention to Alan.
I will pass.
Yeah, really?
Let us begin with numeral 2 and 3's duplicate election, then. Whoever reveals one card will earn election priority. Will either of you do so?
Who are the two people that nominated Miharu?
it was just only skill
no,
limited
one.
nominated Miharu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
then,
Federico and Miharu are trying to nominate Odette, and then Scale is trying to nominate Miharu.
I'll reveal my name card. Give me priority.
Everyone here knows my name, so it's no big deal.
Wait a minute. Surely I'm supposed to reply first, given that I have a lower numeral than you. Following that logic, I'll reveal my cause of death card. Understood. Both of you are willing to reveal a card, then. One is plenty. But will you go beyond that, numeral 3?
Little bitch.
I glare at Odette. She isn't laughing anymore. She looks like a wild beast now. Her sight is fixed square on me, like I'm her prey even now. Might be the first time she's ever looked at me like this. What will happen if the election gets cancelled? I can elect her next week, but then I need to reveal another card if she opts to protect herself. Even if I don't elect her, she'll just elect me instead. Even worse, she hasn't revealed a single card of her own. That means she'll break right through my own protective measures. We both elect each other, then we'll be eliminated together.
Will you pass, numeral 3?
Marka poses her question with a smirk. I ain't got time to think about how to make it through divine selection anymore. I'll never surpass Odette if I back down. Here, this is my best chance to put her to sleep once and for all. As long as I can beat her, then...
Hold up.
Thing is, Odette should have all 3 of my cards. She can still protect herself if I go ahead with this. Then I have to reveal my regret as well. I stay quiet. My brain starts processing things at a rate I've never experienced before. Ventricle brain cells activating. I've been with her long enough to know that she won't take an election from me lying down. She isn't electing me because she can't. She made it seem like she knew my regret, but that was a bluff, which means there's only one thing to do.
I'll give you my cause of death too, so give me the right to take her down once and for all.
Understood. With that decided, numeral 3 and numeral 11, allow me to begin the election procedure.
Whoa.
Sudden shaking takes me by surprise. My platform begins to rise above the court of fate. It takes me to upper stratum, which looks limitless.
Doesn't look much different than before.
Odette told me about the upper stratum before, but it really isn't that different from below. All that's changed is it's only me and Odette here, standing opposite one another. Just the 2 of us, rising together.
Funny how you're the one who ends up electing me in the end.
Try not to put on a brave face, huh? Show me some fear. You're about to die, so I won't judge.
You really that dumb? We're both dead already. Ain't nothing to be scared of. If anything, I'm just a bit upset I lost the game. This is the end for me, so I'll be honest. Kicking around with you wasn't bad. In fact, I had some fun.
Odette sounds solemn as she says this.
I'd say I had some fun too. Sharing wine with you wasn't so bad. Cheers to that, buddy!
Federico, the dumbass falls for it again. You sure ain't fit to betray anyone, you know that? But hey, thanks for showing me that sincere side of yours before you go. Before I...
Oh, damn it.
Well. You two certainly get along.
Where did you come from?
I completely forgot about Parker thanks to Odette. Oh yeah, I've linked there.
The juncture of causality serves as divine selection's take on the thread of fate by which you are all bound. There have been and will be plenty of people like you two. Those who get along so well. Moments like this bring me great comfort. You've got issues. I will take that as a compliment.
Don't get the wrong idea. We ain't friends or nothing. We were just using each other. I guess I don't know what I was gonna say.
Oh, there you go.
I'm eliminating her now because she's got nothing else of value for me.
Oh dear, you could be more. You could do with being more honest.
Got it. Just let me elect her already.
Very well. We can't afford to waste time with the second group waiting.
My card book starts to glow as she says that. All my cards pop out and start floating in front of me. Odette told me how the election process works, so I don't hesitate. All I need to do now is pick her 3 cards.
Her name is Odette Melicon. Melicon?
Yeah.
Let me ask you something before you're done with.
She was crushed to death and died of blood loss.
My goal in life was to enjoy to the fullest, so let me ask. What's your goal? Why do you want to live through this so bad?
Her question causes me to stop for a moment. It doesn't take long for me to answer, though.
No one needs a reason to live.
That's so. Surprise, surprise. Guess that means you got the right idea as well.
It ain't like you to spout such nonsense. The regret was being unable to give birth.
All 3 cards float away from me once I pick them out.
Damn. Awful end. Imagine your end being having to like talk to fucking Frederico.
And once they reach the middle of the Court of Fate, they come together and form a triangular shape. The light surrounding them gets bigger and bigger until it eventually envelops the whole area. As for Odette, it looks more at peace than I've ever seen her before. Damn it all. I find myself on a ship under attack. A bunch of old-fashioned pirates were responsible. Like ones with like freaking
blunderbusses, yes, they have blunderbusses.
Yar me, mateys.
You're sailing
Go toilet. Oi back,
sea.
oi back, oi back.
Okay. You're sailing the seas on like a normal cargo ship, and you see just like a freaking
Yar
pirate
me,
ship
hearties.
out of like the 1700s come up,
A
shoot
vast
cannons at
dead.
you.
It's probably going to be Odette talking anyways, so we can just keep going probably.
Okay. The ship was packed to the brim with weapons and illegally obtained jewels and crap, so they were probably here for them. Of course, the shipping company would never lose to a single boat, not with Odette Malencon at the helm. Things were different this time around, though. Not only were the pirates working together with a group she wasn't on good terms with, they planned on sinking the ship and killing everyone on board too. There was no way out when you were surrounded by 8 ships. All of Odette's crewmates were dead. Of course, they took plenty of the pirate crew down with them. The ship itself looked like hell on earth. There just happened to be a man from the Italian mafia on board too. Odette was aware of that and the fact that he was currently on the run. Just then, a massive shock rocked the ship. It began to break apart due to the damage it had received. Odette judged others based on their skills on the high sea. To that effect, the mafioso was nothing more than your average Joe. Part of the decking had broken off was launched right at him. It was no other than Odette who used her body as a shield. That was a fact that she would never admit to. Even if she survived, she would just chalk it up to coincidence. The undeniable truth, however, was that Odette used her own body to protect that mafioso. The ship jolted violently upwards before it broke completely apart. Both Odette and the mafioso were crushed by the wreckage. Damn. And give Rose a few minutes to come back, but damn. That is the reason Federico was, I guess, alive for a little bit. I think Federico probably would have died on the ship regardless. But
I'm back, I'm back. Oh. Hi.
hey, I start.
You gotta be kidding me. Wait, what happened? What was what I miss?
Basically, Odette shielded Federico on the ship, but they died. And then they both got crushed by wreckage. And Federico did just learn this now.
Okay.
I find myself clutching my chest when I regain consciousness. My heart's throbbing like mad. I'm sweating buckets despite it only being a dream. I saw the exact moment of Odette's death. I can't believe it. She...
You protected me?
My eyes feel dry all of a sudden. The sheer shame I feel
awful
takes me
person.
over. Oh, Parker's definitely enjoying this. Parker appeared once more,
yeah.
chuckling in a manner similar to Miharu. She tells me all the cards Odette has in her possession. It gives me the option to pick one.
No way.
All 3 of my cards are included in that list. She could have protected herself at any moment.
To give this some proper thought.
My platform begins to descend as Parker's voice fades. The movement doesn't take me by surprise this time because I'm so preoccupied with everything that's just happened.
Then roll 2's cause of death will do.
How ironic, the card that I pick is the one that Miharu's gonna reveal anyway. Doesn't matter to me anymore though. Odette gave her life to protect me. She even had all the cards at her disposal, yet she never tried to block my election. And I'll never be able to find out why.
God, I'm so curious.
I'm the one who eliminated her, but...
Shit. Damn it all.
Yeah. Why wouldn't she like protect herself so that way Miharu could elect her even? Because it seems like that's what Odette was hoping would happen, at the very least. But
I don't know.
I tried to kick the stand in front of me, but I just fall over myself without making any contact.
I'm afraid there's no point in trying to damage something in the dream world.
Parka, who has returned to the lower stratum at some point, speaks to me with a grin. She really pisses me off. Everything pisses me off now.
Allow me to take the cards you opted to reveal first.
Parka takes 2 cards from me and 1 card from Miharu. The participants' card books begin to glow, except for mine. I got Miharu's card when I eliminated Odette, so there's no reason for mine to react.
Damn it.
I doubt anyone can hear me at this point. My emotions are shot and they're falling deeper and deeper down this bottomless world.
Can't believe we lost Odette before Federico.
What the hell?
Ugh.
After Federico had his election, it is Miharu's turn to be elected by scale. I am honestly a bit worried at first, but Miharu comes back safe and sound. If Finding her and Naomi outside Lying House Saturday sure took me by surprise. After hearing what they had to say, I was so glad that I both made my way back home and found the courage to negotiate with Alan. We spent all of Sunday tracking down the info pertaining to Skill's cause of death and regret. It shouldn't have been too hard because we already knew the information on the cards themselves, but it still took almost all day. I doubt I would have been able to manage it without Miharu and Naomi's help. They should both be sleeping beside me in the real world right now. Could have elected him myself, but I didn't because it would risk Miharu losing her own means of protection. That, in turn, increased the risk of other participants getting a hold of more information, but it remained the safest option.
Goodness gracious, things certainly have gotten messy here.
All right. Not that you particularly care, do you? I sure got served.
Damn it.
Fortunately, I have to agree with Parka's sentiment. My heart is racing. It's entirely possible that I could have lost Miharu if Scale did something crazy. And that's the last thing I want.
Tonight's session resulted in one elimination. I bid you all farewell for now.
Divine Selection ends
Oh, was
with
the
Parka's
elimination
farewell.
cancelled?
Yeah,
Wait,
so
what? Wait.
Miharu
we just don't
had...
know. We don't know why yet.
I think Miharu had all of Scale's cards. I mean, Steel's cards. And that...
So you can elect an elimination, go into the upper stratum, have all the cards, but back out? Because he would have had to back out.
If you have all of the opponent, the person who's trying eliminating you cards, that protects you from them, I think.
Really? I don't remember that.
But what happens if like everyone just decided to meet up and then tell each other's cards? Like, what the fuck do they do then? Does Parker just go, oh well, whole thing's off, everyone lives? Like, what?
I don't know.
I mean, it's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
That might be the loophole that lets the Yuri exist at the end.
Yeah,
Yippee!
that's maybe. It's like
Or they eliminate Parka.
Parka did
Yeah,
say
they eliminate
something.
Parka.
We know you're a regret, Parka.
I do. We hope they beat the smug shitter to death.
My
yeah.
regret is that you're all so boring.
Don't say that.
Divine Selection ends with Parka's farewell. My consciousness makes its way back to my body in the real world. But I don't go back empty-handed. Nothing but a simple idea for now, but a certain possibility has made itself known to me. 8th week. Achievement unlocked. Do we want to keep reading a bit more, or do we want to stop here for tonight? I'm down for
Let's
either
stop
one.
here.
Want to stop here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okie sounds good to me.
Damn, I'm really curious now, though.
Oh, I guess if we'll have to wait until next time. Yeah.
Next time on
Fatal
Fatal
12.
12.
Yeah. Thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with us tonight. We will be continuing this next Saturday at 8 p.m. EST. Same time, same place. And maybe we'll get some answers to how Miharu protected herself. And, I guess, figure out how they more about Steel. I assume they'll also bring that up. And all sorts of stuff.
Metal.
Mask.
Glask. What the fuck? You already said glask.
That's what Valhalla says. Mask.
Mask.
Touch purple.
That's like a mix between flask and glass.
Metal.
Not mix flask and glass.
Glass. It's about.
Follow Mask.
Did you know crows can also talk?
Anyways, thank you all for coming. Bye bye.
Bye bye everybody. Bye bye. Who we can raid? That's the biggest question.
Is 1 second, because I think I saw Mel
It's on
looking at her
live.
early.
Luna.
Yeah, that is who I was gonna
Luna
type
is
it in
live.
chat, so I'm not pressuring.
Luna is live. Gonna go.
Have you rated Luna anytime recently?
Is she? I don't think I have in the last.
I mean, you rated someone twice in 1 month once. I remember.
Hmm.
It was like 1 week, and then like the next stream I had, was like on with you. The next stream that we were, the next stream you did that I was also in it, you also rated that same person. So I was like, okay.
I think it was one time it was like a normal stream, and then the second time I raided them, they were doing like a subathon or whatever. So I was like, oh, I'll go raid them.
No. What happened was, you raided Kyrie like a week before her birthday on like a Punz and Pals, and then on her birthday you raided her.
Yeah.
And it was like in the same week. I was like, yeah, it makes sense, but
Yeah, I tried to
still
spread the
raided
love
them, like-
around, but like if it's at a special occasion, I'll
yeah,
raid them multiple times.
no,
a
I
week.
get it.
Yep, I'm gonna go send you guys over to Luna. Go send her my love.
Luna.
She's playing some Project Zomboid at the moment. Yeah, I'll see you guys around soon. I'll be posting my schedule in the Discord. Hopefully we'll be able to do Punz and Pals on Tuesday. Hopefully work does not kick my ass like it has been the past few weeks. I'd like to do it again. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
And bye bye YouTube. Bye bye. Bye Frozen. Bye bye.
Plastic bag.